Tanya Harding preparing for one last rehearsal here at Lillehammer.
Now, Bob, here comes Nancy Kerrigan.
Oh, the two have not spoken. Oh!
That was interesting.
Completely unexpected move from Kerrigan there. But
Tanya is a competitor.
She is a competitor, more known for her athleticism than her artistic ability, but
Look at that. And
look at that.
Now, Kerrigan's...
What would have been really cool will not be seen tonight, so that we may bring you the following episode of Almost Live.
Thank you very much. Thank you. That's good, yeah. An energetic Seattle crowd. Yeah! Woo! Yeah. Wow. Wow. Whoa. Yeah, we're all excited. We're a Seattle crowd. I'm a Seattle guy. I got to say, just being from Seattle, I want to say something. I'm amazed that I have to say this is really great. A big issue in Seattle, a perennial issue in this town. It's raised its head again. Posters on telephone poles. Have you guys been following this? Posters, the whole thing? Every few years or so, people start going crazy in this town about the posters on the telephone poles. We got to do something about it. It happens about every 2 or 3 years. Right now, the city council, the city light workers, they say they want them outlawed. They're catching flack from the bands, the free speech advocates, and the people who put up garage sale signs, which is a huge, it's a huge lobby. I have to say personally that I'd hate to see posters disappear because I find them very informative, very entertaining. For example, I like to keep up with the new bands in the area. We just ripped out, we brought a few in here. I wanted to show you, just, you know, ripped them off random phone poles around the city. There's a lot of bands in the area that I always enjoy hearing, like what the new names are. Here's one that we picked. This is a good one, like Poison Bone, Thrill Junkies, Uncle Kess, good names, you know. Uncle Kess, I don't know, you know, anyway. But Poison Bone, you know, I kind of like that one. Anyway, I thought that's an interesting name, but I found another one that I thought was a real smart name for a band that's just starting out here. Look at this one, 50 Cent Pints. Now that should bring in an audience really quick, although I find this name here, got this one in the U District, I find it kind of confusing. Now, is this a band? Or, I mean, are they selling furniture? I don't know. I really think we need more information here. The address is Northwest 85th, so I'm guessing it is a couch. I don't know. Although, I have a problem with this poster. The Psychic Fair, you see this one? We have directions to the Psychic Fair. Now, it seems to me, if... What? What happened? What happened? I don't know. It seems to me if it is a fair for psychics, they shouldn't have to advertise. I mean, shouldn't they just know where to go? Isn't it? Something's happening in the studio that I don't quite know about. By the way, that psychic fair joke, that's the oldest joke in the world. I just want to let you know that. That's the oldest joke in the world. All right, this one we found in Ballard, interestingly enough, or it was actually, it's talking about Ballard. At the Ballard Playhouse, a multi-sexual disorientation extravaganza. I don't know what that is exactly. That's not a particularly special event in Ballard, I have to say. That disorientation, it's a way of life there. Okay. Now look at this one here, okay? Live girls, one-on-on. Now, I'm not paying $3.99 a minute for this until they get a proofreader. It's basically the way I feel. I mean, they might leave some of the best letters out of the words, you know, when you call up. One on. Get a, you know, see, no one picked any of them. You see that? You got to look for a flyer for somebody who does proofreading of posters. Although beyond proofreading, I think there's some really interesting design work actually going on these posters. You see this one for this band, Gravity. Nice, very interesting, kind of hip design. That's your band? Way to go, dude. And then like, but look over here, look at this. Box of Daylight. Now, it's a hip name. I'll give you that. It's a hip name. But I really think you guys need to take a second look at your art director. I'm just throwing that out. I'm throwing that out to you. That's all I'm going to say. I'm just throwing it out. Another interesting message here. All you ever needed to know about preparing for law school, which is, I think that's a really good thing to put on a phone poll. Hey, you want to see this band? Want to go see Plaid Davenport? You know, like, no, let's get ready for law school. Yeah, I think that'd be right. Now this one you've probably seen. We've seen these ones all over the city, right? We've all seen this one. Now I don't have a problem really with the message here, but I am a little concerned about these flames. Just how exactly are the pounds going to be lost, I guess? And look at this. See, and finally, without posters, if we didn't have posters on wall, you wouldn't have known that. Look at this. Kansas was in town. You would have, see, without posters, you wouldn't have known that you could go into a little club in Ballard and hear live Dust in the Wind. You know, and without posters, you would have missed that. You would have missed it. So I say, let's keep posters. We want to keep posters. I think that's freedom of speech. It's the American way. That's what Superman fights for. And here on Almost Live, we have another superhero. Good segue here. We have another superhero who is always ready in any emergency. Take a look.
How do I balance this budget? Should I cut the transportation budget here? And what about the revenues with these Boeing layoffs? What's this number over here?
Hey, Governor, we got to get to that budget meeting.
Yeah, Governor, the reporters are waiting.
Come on, we're going to be late.
This budget is such a mess, I don't know what to do. Help. Help.
Oh, honey, how about another beer?
Sure. Make me some nachos while you're up, too, okay?
Sure.
This sounds like a job for... Capable Woman!
It's time for the adventures of Capable Woman, the new superhero who isn't new exactly. It's just she's finally broken through the male-dominated superhero power structure and is just now getting the recognition that is so rightly hers. Capable Woman!
Who are you?
Whenever a man is in trouble and his male ego is threatened by his own incompetence, I'm here to help. We don't have much time. Quick, hand me that pen. Done.
Wow! Thanks, capable woman. My male ego's still intact, and nobody knows I couldn't do it myself.
Hey, Governor, we got to go. We got that press meeting in 2 minutes. Capable Woman! You know her?
No, just heard of her.
Me too, from a friend of a friend of a friend.
Mr. Press Secretary, that news release turn out okay? Mr. Security Officer, your walkie-talkie still working? Mr. Office Manager, that new filing system making sense now? Oh, by the way, Governor, it's pronounced latte.
Latte?
Latte.
Capable Woman!
Wonder Woman may be a 38D, but she doesn't know jack about the deficit.
All right, we've got a great show for you. And stay with us because we'll be right back. Come on back.
It's time once again for IQ USA, the game show that celebrates the American public school system, with your host, Stan Brooks.
Hi, everybody. How you doing? And welcome to IQ USA. And as you know, all of our contestants are graduates of American public schools, here to prove that we are still the best educated, brightest people in the world. And let's meet them now. First up here is Rodney Gant. Yeah, Rodney, you hit your bell there.
True.
What's true?
I'm Rodney.
No, Rodney, you see that... I'm sorry, Helen, yeah.
False?
What's false, Helen?
He's not Rodney. You said no, it's not true, so it must be false.
I don't think you understand. You see, we haven't even started the game. Dale, I'm guessing that was you.
Yeah, it's a trick question.
Look, everybody, we haven't even started playing yet, okay? This is just the introduction, so let me say your names and we'll get on with the show, okay? So here is Rodney, Helen, and Dale. Okay, do we have any time left for the show? The game? Okay, fine. First, let's get on with the question. All right, everybody ready? Here we go. Who was the commander of the Continental Army during the American Revolution? Also known as the father of our country. He was the first president. His face is on the dollar bill. Wooden teeth. First name George. Last name same as the state you're in. Yes, Rodney.
George Montana.
George Montana.
Yeah.
So you think we're in Montana, do you, Rodney?
Yes, I do.
How about the other two? You think we're in Montana, too? Okay. Let's just move on then. Why don't we just skip the geography part of tonight's show and we'll move right on to math, okay? Here's the first question. Now, Farmer Bob has half as many acres as Farmer John, who has 8 times as many acres as Farmer George, who has 6 acres. How many acres does Farmer Bob have? Yes, Helen.
Farmer John.
Your answer to the question I just gave is Farmer John.
Yes.
Judges? Okay, sorry, Helen, the judges say no. You see, unfortunately, they were looking for an answer that actually makes sense, at least one that would make sense on this planet. So that's too bad, isn't it? Yeah, Rodney.
Farmer George.
No, it's not Farmer George. And frankly, you're starting to scare me a little bit, Rodney. Dale, you've been kind of quiet over there.
True.
Judges, what do you say? You want to just give it to him? Okay, fine. Let's just give it to him. Yeah, you know why we should give it to him? Because that's probably how they did it in school. Sure, that's close enough, Dale. Why don't we put you on the honor roll just for trying? Yeah, because it might cost you a loss of self-esteem if they ever told you you were wrong. Isn't that right? Answer me!
Stan?
Yeah.
I think you better get back to the show.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. Because we still got a lot of knowledge to squeeze out of these little brains, don't we? Good education there, everybody. Good education. Where did you go to school, by the way, Rodney?
Monroe.
Mm-hmm. Helen?
Spokane.
Okay, it's starting to make some sense now. Dale?
True.
Judges? Okay, Dale, he scores again. Tell you what, for the final bonus round, everybody, why don't we just throw out the usual boring questions about important things, and I'll just ask you stuff American people really know about, okay? Okay. Who was the lead singer for Led Zeppelin? Rodney.
Robert Plant.
Correct. Madonna's real name, please.
Madonna Louise Veronica Ciccone.
Yes. How many beers in a six-pack? Dale.
6.
Now we're rolling. Okay. Who's the man who won't cop out when there's danger all about? Rodney.
Jack.
Yes, right on. Now finish this sentence. Tastes great. Yes, indeed. Now see, you guys are alive.
What's wrong, honey?
Oh, Mommy, my Barbie makes me feel so inadequate.
Is your impressionable little girl depressed by her teen queen fashion doll? Cheer up. Meet totally realistic Barbie. Raise your daughter's self-esteem with our painfully accurate vision of a 16-year-old girl. Totally realistic Barbie has frizzy, oily hair with a little bald patch from nervous hair pulling. Lumpy baby fat on her thighs and tummy. Stubby fingers with bleeding nails bitten below the quick. Metal braces with that wire thing that goes around your head and makes you look really stupid. And totally realistic Barbie comes in 2 different styles. Flat as a pancake, or so huge, everyone stares. Plus, pimples, pimples, pimples. Extra big red ones to pop on her neck, shoulders, and face for the big date, if she ever gets one.
And just look at her clothes.
Totally realistic Barbie loves her black leggings and oversized shirt. She thinks it covers up that bulky sanitary napkin. Poor Barbie.
Thank you, Mommy. I'll never be as pathetic as her. I love you, totally realistic Barbie.
Barbie benzoyl peroxide sold separately.
Good evening and welcome to the John Report. I'm John. Here's my report. Well, a University of Washington doctoral student is almost finished with a year-long project compiling an oral history of Kirkland. The oral history focuses mainly on Corona, chips, and salsa. McDonald's has banned smoking in all of their company-owned U.S. restaurants. This way, said a McDonald's spokesperson, customers can enjoy their Big Mac, large fries, and a chocolate shake without having to worry about their health. As the Seattle Mariners opened spring training this week, manager Lou Piniella told his team, "This is our time." He told the team to enjoy it because once the regular season begins, that will pretty much be the other team's time. A rash of arson fires has hit the Ballard area in the last week, and firefighters have been hampered in getting to the fires by old guys in hats slowing down even more than usual to see what's happening. Embattled State Senator Ray Moore announced this week that he'll seek re-election despite objections from other Democrats. Moore also said that he will run for his 5th term under the name Haleaki Kukalani. A Microsoft vice president predicted that in the future, telephone calls will be free and movies will only cost $1 an hour. Unfortunately, he went on to say, a small popcorn is going to set you back about $3 grand. University of Washington regents have rejected all 3 planned sites for a Bothell campus. One regent said that the sites were unacceptable because, quote, they were all in Bothell. Finally, a Seattle artist whose works were featured on a Cairo News report has been accused of copying his paintings from famous artists. Cairo apologized for the mistake and admitted that they were a little suspicious of the painting titled Woman Smiling While Watching Harry Wappler. This has been the John Report. Thank you, and we'll be right back.
Classic Seattle. JB Patches.
Downtown Freddie Brown.
The Boss. What about him?
The Boz was an idiot.
Remember Acres of Clams?
Ivor.
I loved him.
Ooh.
He was attractive.
Hat and Boots. Long Acres.
The Doghouse.
Okay. Cindy Reinhardt or Jean Anderson?
Cindy Reinhardt's a bimbo.
Jean Anderson.
Gene Anderson or Ken Schramm?
Beechwood Age, Duwamish.
Ken Schramm.
Yeah. Crisp, clean, classic.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is very unusual. Very unusual. Normally we would see John Keister here at this portion of the show in the center of our screen, but he doesn't appear to be out front here. Let's take a look backstage. We have a camera back there. There's John, and apparently he's having some problems with his shoe. It looks like he broke a shoelace or something. He's asked the director if he can have another go at it, and he's up and he's out. And here comes John Keister, everybody.
Well, whoa, yeah. Well, thank you very much. That's just about. Thank you so much. All the time we have this week. But we do want to say before we go that MCA Concerts and Almost Live are very pleased to be welcoming the Kids in the Hall to Seattle. You've seen these guys on HBO and Comedy Central, and they're going to be here live at the Moore Theater on April 11th at 7 o'clock. There's the number. Call for tickets. They're really funny, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Promotional consideration provided by Pizzeria Pagliacci's, rated Seattle's best pizza.